the truth.
You said the other day that you're trying to get better defensively. Is there anything from preseason film that stuck out to you that you can do better?
Film, of course. Going from game to game, you definitely look on things you can be better at. But just in general, I've always wanted to, just be better and apply myself better. Going into this new year, just want to apply myself every possession.
Has Draymond helped you with that?
Yeah, man. He's a vocal guy. So anytime he sees or senses anything, he speaks on it. I think that alone helps me.
He said that he thinks you have the potential to be a pretty good defender, and he's told you that. What did that mean, hearing that from him?
It was great. Like you said, he's vocal. So from the jump, I told him I haven't done anything, so I haven't earned anything. So as much as you can be on me and coach me through that and hold me accountable on the defensive end, I need that. So appreciate it.
Sorry, when it comes to earning things, you've been in the league.
But people don't believe it. You try to go out and showcase it every night. I don't think I have things to prove, but I play with that chip on my shoulder every night, so it's just natural.
We do need him to defend better than he did in the preseason. I think he knows that. We've talked to him about it, and his last week of practice was really, really good. So I think we all expect a level of defense from everybody, from the whole group, that is going to rise, and he's a big part of that, obviously, because he's a key part of our core.
Now that you've gotten to experiment with the
defense is going to look like this year, yours?
I think from the beginning it was not going to be great. We got a lot of improving to do. I think there's kind of this misconception that defense just works. Like, defense is no different than offense. You get a rhythm, you get a chemistry going, who you need to pull over and help a little more, who you don't need to help at all. Like, it's like if in a certain situation, if I'm guarding someone and I got them in a certain area, I don't want you to come help. It may look like I need help, but I know exactly what I'm doing in that position. I don't need your help. And if you come and help, it completely throws the defense off. It's like that on offense, right? If you get somebody the ball in the wrong spot, it's probably going to throw the offense off. And so figuring all of those things out, it takes time. And quite frankly, we just haven't had the time. So I think early on it'll be a little tougher. And, as the year goes on, it'll get better and better. But we also, have a ton of young guys as well who are learning how to play NBA defense as a whole, which, slows the process down a little bit, but it is what it is. We'll continue to get better, and most importantly, we'll compete.
Can you compare the anticipation level to D'Angelo?
Just to be D'Angelo, compete on the defensive side of basketball and be who he is on the offensive side. Play his game, take the shots that he get, and play make.
Are you able to sense his defensive potential?
Yeah. Even watching him in practice yesterday, I told him, "Oh, you showed me you can defend. I didn't know you could." So that's the expectation now, But I think it's interesting because you just never know what's been asked of someone. And so if you never know what's been asked of someone, you can easily judge a situation and say, "Oh man, like he haven't really defended much," or he's not that good on defense end. But if he's never been asked to defend, it's kind of hard to make that judgment. And so obviously we're going to ask him to defend. And yesterday I think he was asked to defend, and he showed that he can. And so, I told him that'll be the expectation moving forward. Sorry, buddy, you showed it, but that's what we expect now. And, we don't expect him to go out there and be Patrick Beverly or Kawhi Leonard. Like, it's just not who you are. We're not expecting you to reinvent the wheel. But just go out and be competitive on that side of the ball, and then that's where a guy like myself is able to do my job and helping everyone else out and making their job easier on that side of the floor.
Do you think this personnel in important moments this season can be a switching scheme, or do you think that's, with who left, is kind of out the window?
I think we can. It's obviously a little different. You don't have the same size that we have, but I think if in key situations, if we need to go to that, I think we can. But I don't think it'll be as much switching as it was in the past.
Did you watch Lakers clip? There's a growing skepticism out there that you guys are even going to make the playoffs this year. Have you heard that?
Yeah, I heard it a bunch of times.
What do you think?
Someone's opinion. Same way someone predicted that we win a championship last year. They was wrong. It's just someone's opinion.
It seems like that skepticism has grown from the preseason. Have you lowered or kept similar expectations from what you've seen now that you've been here a month?
Yeah, no, I don't make too much of the preseason.
Yeah.
I really don't even play that hard during preseason, so I don't really make too much
Actually,
of it.
more kind of what you're seeing with what you have, because I know it was so unknown, obviously, when you arrived media day.
We still have 5 people out, 5 key pieces. So, no.
Do you look in the mirror when you're talking about this defense and what you got to learn? Do you
It's hard to say. I just got here, so we've only had a few games here, and we're just getting a feel for the place. It is nice to have all of our offices right here and have everything under one roof. The arena itself is beautiful. I think the fan experience is fantastic from what I gather from my family. With that said, I'll miss everything about Oracle. It's a great place to be.
And also, to be here.
Well, I've been locked out of my office a couple times after games. True story. So I pondered last game whether I had to wear my key card around my suit coat during the game to make sure I could get up to my office at halftime. But we're slowly but surely figuring those things out. As far as the games, I think tonight will be a better feel because it's regular season and there'll be a bigger atmosphere, a greater energy in the building. And so it'll be fun to be part of that and to see how our fans react. And hopefully we'll give them plenty to cheer about. If nobody has any other questions, I just want to mention too, I want to send our condolences to Shaquille O'Neal and his family. Shaq's sister passed away this morning from cancer, and everybody here with the Warriors is thinking about Shaq and his family, and we send along our best and hope to see Shaq back on the set soon. So thank you, everybody.
Thanks.
I mean, it was great. Like you said, he's vocal. So from the jump, I told him I haven't done anything, so I haven't learned anything. So as much as you can be on me and coach me through that and hold me accountable on the defensive end, I need that. So
As a player, you can't. As a player, you can't sit back and look over your shoulder wondering when someone is coming back. You have to go out there and play with what you have. So, in my head, in my head, he's not playing at all this year. And if he comes back, then that's a bonus, and that's great for us. But I'd much rather have that mindset of, I don't think he's going to play at all this year, and then he comes back, more so than sitting back like, oh, I can't wait to Clay get back, and then he doesn't. Like, I don't know. I don't even know where he's at in his rehab. I don't know how it's going or anything. So, I don't want to be that guy in his face questioning him every day. How you doing? How's your knee? Like, just be supportive where you can and let him do his thing. But as a player, and I hope everyone has the same mindset that he's not coming back. Now, who's going to step up and try to fill that role? And, it won't be one guy to do that, but I think that has to be your mindset as a player if you're going to have any type of success. Yeah, even watching him in practice yesterday, I told him, "Oh, you showed me you can defend. I didn't know you could." So that's the expectation now, But I think it's interesting because you just never know what's been asked of someone, and so if you never know what's been asked of someone, you can easily judge a situation and say, "Oh man, like he haven't really defended much," or he's not that good on the defense end. But if he's never been asked to defend, it's kind of hard to make that judgment. And so obviously we're going to ask him to defend, and yesterday I think he was asked to defend, and he showed that he can. And so, I told him that'll be the expectation moving forward. Sorry, buddy, you showed it, but that's what we expect now. And, we don't expect him to go out there and beat Patrick Beverly, Kawhi Leonard. Like, it's just not who you are. We're not expecting you to reinvent the wheel. But just go out and be competitive on that side of the ball, and then that's where a guy like myself is able to do my job and helping everyone else out and making their job easier on that side of the floor.